Hello, everyone. So before the episode begins, I would just like to come on here and say a couple thank yous to some really important people who helped make this episode happen. I'd first like to thank SFU. We're currently in the audio studio at the library in the Media Maker Commons. I would just like to thank my school, my university, for allowing students to have a space like this where they can exercise their creativity, practice their passions, and pursue their goals and interests. So big thank you to my university for providing us with this space. I'd also like to thank the SFU media team. I contacted them and asked if this was okay to record because my podcast is not affiliated with the school at all. Yeah, I would just like to give them a shout out as well for being so kind. And then I'd also like to thank Renaissance Café. I'd like to thank the social media team in particular because I don't know who I was talking to, but whoever was on the other end of the DMs on Instagram was the sweetest person in the entire world. They were so kind, were so supportive, so responsive, and if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have gotten in contact with our guest today. So big shout out to them. And lastly, I'd like to give the biggest thank you to Mr. Parhar and Mr. Parhar's wife, Mrs. Parhar, the owners and founders of SFU Renaissance Cafe. I can't even talk right now. Like, it was such an amazing conversation, and I'm just so thankful. Mr. Parhar is the sweetest, and I got to meet his wife a couple times too. They're absolutely amazing people. And yeah, those are the thank yous I wanted to give out. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here, and thank you to everyone who has helped out and made this happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Love and Lore podcast, the podcast where we spread love through sharing our stories and life lore. And welcome back to another episode of the 12 Days of Lore. So if you're new here, in honor of the holidays, I decided that it would be so fun to do a little series to honor the first 12 days of December. And my hope here is for you guys to take something away from each episode and that it keeps you company during the holiday season. And whether or not you celebrate the holidays, I just hope this series has helped you and has been helping you so far. And yeah, in this episode, we are joined with a very, very special guest. And I'm just so thankful to be here with him today. And
You're very welcome. I'm great to be here.
Yes, if you go to SFU, you might be familiar with Renaissance Cafe. If you enter through, Blesson Hall, if you go down the stairs, Sable Hall.
Sable Hall
Yes.
is right at the northeast corner of the AQ building.
Yes, it's hard to miss. And we are here today with the owner of Renaissance Cafe, and his name is Mr. Parhar. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, you're Parminder Parhar, yes. Hi, my name is Parminder Parhar. I run this coffee house at SFU, like I said, northeast corner of AQ building, right beside the Archaeology Museum. And I've been doing this thing for almost 30 years.
Thank you for your introduction. We are going to be talking all about the history of Renaissance Cafe and your story and your journey running the business because it's a really, really big business at SFU and it's such a great service. And I love your little slogan, serving the community one cup at a time. I think it's so beautiful. And when I first came to SFU, I found out about the history of the cafe and I just always thought it was so interesting. And yeah, it's just, I'm so lucky to have you here with me today, and I'm so excited for them to hear your story.
I'm excited to share this with you, and especially at the time of the holidays, and it is a giving season at the same time, and I think, I'm excited to share my side of the story, and I think, this is a great time of the year, and people make their new resolutions for the coming year and coming time. So excited to share. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Also, it's holiday season. So I thought it would just be so perfect to have a little cozy episode about our cafe. So yeah. Are you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. Renaissance Coffee was founded in 1996 to support students, faculty, and professionals striving to do their best. For 25 years, but 30 years now.
Almost 30 years, yeah.
They've nourished thousands in the community while supporting students, clubs, and events. A good meal can shape your day, and their goal is to provide a warm, welcoming place to study, eat, relax whenever you need it. It was founded by Mr. and Mrs. Parhar, and Renaissance Coffee became a really beloved SFU tradition, and It says on your website that you arrive every day at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And to ensure that we are greeted with a smile and a fresh meal when they open. They are very grateful for the support of the community and are working towards a $1 million endowment fund for students. Through snowstorms, pandemics, and any challenges ahead, they will continue to serve us one cup at a time.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that so much. And you can check their website for more information, their menus and all that stuff. So yeah. Let's first talk about your early background. So growing up, where it all started, back at home, your school life, what you wanted to be when you grew up.
I came from Mumbai in India. So my basic, this love for coffee started. One of my best friend and myself, we went to a coffee shop in Mumbai, and we went there and we had, very little money at that time. We would share one cup 50-50 with each other. And we went there, as many times as possible. And that was the start of this coffee journey. I loved coffee at that time and I still love it. So that is where, so my passion started. And then, after graduating from there, I came to Canada in 1990, and then I started working at a 7-Eleven, and then I left that in 1994, and then I wanted to start my own business, and of course my passion for coffee was always there, and at that time the Starbucks was growing by leaps and bounds, and everything happens for a reason. I came to SFU just for a visit to see the campus, and then I discovered that there is no coffee shop here.
Yeah.
And then I thought, this would be a great service to the community if we are able to set up one. And then we went through the process, and originally we started with the 6-month contract, and our commitment to customer service, good food, and commitment to the community, we never looked back. And in 8th of February 2026, that will be our 30th anniversary.
That's so awesome. So congratulations on everything.
Thank
Such
you.
a beautiful backstory. I wanted to go back to your life in India, actually. Yeah. So you said you first tasted coffee with a friend at a shop in Mumbai, right? How old were you when that was happening?
I was at that time, I was in grade 10 at that time. Mm-hmm. I cannot quickly calculate what was my age. But, that's when we started going there. Mm-hmm. And then before I came here, we kept going to that. The name of the place was that Hot Pot. Uh-huh. But they specialized in coffee. And, they made wonderful espresso at that time. And, that's what was my love for coffee.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are they still open, actually?
I really don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. Throughout your whole educational journey, so in college, university in India, did you have, so your love for coffee stuck with you, so you were thinking of starting a coffee business right from that point?
I always wanted to be in my own business, and that was very, very clear to me. Mm-hmm. And I never applied for any job because I was so sure about it that I'm going to be in my own business. In what shape or form, I had absolutely no idea. But I knew that I'm going to be in my own business. And then, I was in my own business in my previous country, India. And then I came here. Of course, when you come here, you have to go through the process of settling down. So I worked for 7-Eleven until 1994. And that's when, I took the big leap and I wanted to start my own business and started that search. And then we started here on 8th of February, 1996.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Did your parents also, were they business owners? Was there any influence or
Yes, my
inspiration?
dad always owned his own business. And that was, of course, the motivation behind it. Yeah.
And he was very supportive of your goals?
Yeah, well, he actually, by the time I graduated, I was more like going into the real world. he actually passed away, and so he never got to see my endeavor. But overall, my family was very supportive of me.
That's awesome.
I could not have done without that support. Yes.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your dad's very, very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm very sure. Yes.
Oh, yes. So, sorry, you came to Canada around which year?
1990.
Yes.
I came here 10th of August 1990.
You know all the dates, don't
Yes.
you? Yes.
That was an important date, yes.
Very important date. Yeah. So coming here, the reason why you came here was to start a business, or was there another reason?
No, my elder brother, he lived here, and after my father passed away, we were more like feeling that father figure in the family, and so that was the reason for us immigrating here. That my elder brother was here, and I have a younger brother and a younger sister, and my mom. We all came together and joined him.
Okay, so it was a big family decision.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And by this point, you already had your degree, I'm assuming?
Yes, yeah. I'm a
Okay.
commerce graduate, yeah.
Okay, so
I have
you
a
graduated
BCom
with
degree,
commerce.
yes, yeah.
Yes. So you were already thinking of starting your business. at this
I always, because since I always did my business way back, and my ambition for starting my own business was always well and alive while I was working, and then every day I was living and breathing my dream to start my own business here, and I took that leap, and like I said, that I came to Simon Fraser University just for a visit, and I saw that there's no good coffee shop here, and then I thought this would be a massive opportunity to open a business. Initially, was of course the idea was the economic reason to start a business to get going and support family and build a business. So that was in the beginning. It was more like an economic reason, but once I started, then this wonderful community taught me so many lessons, and then my life changed.
You said specifically you visited SFU. Did you ever visit other college campuses, other
So
universities?
I did go to UBC as well, but when I came here, I saw that void in here, so I thought that needs to be filled.
Because there's already coffee places at
Yes,
UBC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you chose a really great spot.
Yeah, I
especially-
think so. Yeah, it was a good decision. Yes.
Yeah, in the mountains, it's really cold.
Yeah.
And also, you started this with your wife, or was it on your
Yes.
own?
Yeah.
With your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys meet back in India or you met here?
Yeah. No, I got married here.
I got married here.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was between the two of you, you decided to start this together.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. and Mrs. Parhar are the owners of Renaissance Café.
Yes.
And they're both very, very sweet. I got to see them multiple times already.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet people. Let's start with the logistics behind how you opened your business in the first place. Okay.
So, like I said, that basically it was the economic reason. I was dying to start my own business, and I saw this opportunity, and then I followed that up. It took a bit of a time to get going, and then once I got started, and then we never looked back. And our commitment was very plain and simple: to make a great cup of coffee, one cup at a time.
Yes.
One customer at a time, and cup after cup. We did a great job, and community really rewarded us with that.
Yes. And actually, the way it looks right now was not how it used to look,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah. So could you describe how it first looked?
So what happened is that that northeast corner of AQ building, and so that was more like a closed one corner of the AQ, and there wasn't anything past that. And we were in that corner. That's where we started, and that was more like this side of the campus was really very unused area. So that is how they gave us that, because practically that was a very underused area. So they said that let's start coffee shop in here and see what happens, right? So at that time, the spine of the university was when you come out of the bus stop there, and then you would go near the sciences, and then that was the spine of the campus at that time. And once we opened up the coffee shop, slowly and steadily, this side of the campus, northeast side of the campus, really started getting some traction. because of the coffee shop. And, within like years, that was the most used area of the campus.
Very convenient area.
Yeah.
It's near the bus stop too.
Yeah.
So very, very convenient. And yeah, so could you describe how it looked like menu wise and how many employees were working, or was it just you and your wife?
When we started, I started alone. And then we had another employee, and then my sister joined me. And then we were from 1996 to like, I could be wrong with the dates. I think 2008 or so when they built that Bluesen. I think I'm wrong with the date, but when they built the Bluesen Hall, at that time they needed to make the entrance from coming from Sayville and Bluesell Hall into the AQ building. So then we were right there. So they said, then the university decided to move us, and so they were very, very accommodating, and I really thankful to everybody at that time that they made a accommodation for us. So what they did is that there used to be an entrance to the museum. There were stairs going down, and where we are right now, those were the stairs going into the museum. And then since they were building that Bluesen Hall, so they were making the entrance to the museum through the Bluesen Hall. So then those stairs would be of no use. So then then they decided to fill those stairs and move us from that corner to the stairs place. And they filled those stairs and built a coffee shop up there.
And it slowly has become into what it is now.
Yeah,
it's a
it
really, really big area now, actually.
Yes, yeah. I'm so thankful to the leadership at that time under Dr. Bill Crane, and he was the leader of that project. And then they were so kind to us at that time. They recognized that how what kind of community players we are, and they recognize that, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yes. Yeah, it's not easy to start a business, right?
No, it is not.
It requires a lot of communication, back and
Yes.
forth, planning. So, yeah, shout out to the people who helped make this happen.
Yes, yeah.
And what were your menu options at the time?
So in the beginning, we were largely serving the coffee offerings and some baked goods, and so that was our basic offering, and we had no other hot food options or anything, and so we ventured into little bit more, quite a bit more food options when we moved to our new house, and that's when we started offering some hot lunches and sandwiches, paninis and salads, and a whole bunch. And then we started baking our own bakery products, and pretty much besides the bagels and bread, we make all our baked goods here.
Yes. And they're very delicious,
Yes.
guys. Yes.
Yes.
Even just looking at
Yeah.
the display, it looks so delicious.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was also at this point still run by your family, so
Yes.
sister, wife, and you?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start? Oh, actually, before I ask this, what was the flow? I don't know how to say it, but what was your customer engagement like? How many people were buying things when you first started, and how was it grown?
On the day one, we did like $300 in approximate some change in our sales that day in just when we started. And then the very soon every day we were running out of things because we were growing leaps and bounds. And at that time, the cup of coffee was 80 cents. And like I said, that our mission was to treat people with respect, the way you like to be treated. A lot of people here, until even now, they have a hard time treating students like any other customer. That is one thing I noticed when I arrived here at SFU, that there is a little bit, how do I say, maybe two layers here, one for the student, one for the other people, staff and faculty and everybody else, right? So the student is the biggest group here, and they were not treated the way they should be treated, right? It doesn't matter if somebody is paying you 80 cents or somebody is paying you $2. The treatment should be equal. So that was the main premise I started, and then that was the main reason for our success. One of the guy, he was studying here, and I think we were we started in February, and the first convocation was in June, and the next convocation next year in 1997. There was a one fellow, he was very good friend of mine, and he was buying every day only one item. He bought small coffee for 80 cents. That's what he did every day. And then he graduated in June, and then when he was leaving, he wrote me a letter. And he said that, I have never seen anybody working so hard for 80 cents. And he also wrote in that letter that, that how I treated everyone, same treatment, same way, whether they were paying me 80 cents or more. And that was my mission.
Yeah.
And then, that cemented that thing in our premise, in our thinking, that everybody should be treated same. It doesn't matter what they're paying you. It doesn't matter what they're buying from you. So this thing has never changed.
Yeah, it just goes to show how your deeper purpose is truly what's going to keep your business
Yeah,
going.
I mean, our philosophy is very simple. Make a good food, make a great cup of coffee, and treat everyone the way you like to be treated. The moment you treat someone differently than you like to be treated, you're on a wrong path.
Yeah.
It's simple. One of my mentors, Dr. Earl Nightingale, he says that if you treat everyone the way you like to be treated, you cannot go wrong.
That's so beautiful. It
Yes.
applies to every part of life, too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful because this business, it's so well loved and for good reason as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Starting a business is not easy. I want to ask you if you had to go through anything legally, sales-wise, customer-wise, mentally, challenges.
No, this is a great community. I got a lot of support from everybody here, and that part was not that difficult. The difficult part on being on campus is that like you're busy September, October, November, part of the December, and then exams come in. It's very slow at that time, and then after the exam there is a break, and then university shuts down for like 7 to 10 days. You still have your expenses, you still have your employees, you still have to pay your rent, right? But that is one difficult part. And then this happens at the end of every semester. You still have your expenses, you still have your staff. If you let your staff go, then how are you going to find staff for the next semester? So this is one big challenge every day. And then, one of my friend, one of my customers, she became a very good friend of mine. And right from the get-go, she told me that you need to learn to budget because this university runs in cycles. And then, the only way you can sail through that if you do a proper budgeting, and the business is not same for those 12 months of the year. You have good 6 months, and then you have like maybe 3 lean months, but you also have big voids during the exam and break. And then she was very instrumental in teaching me that I should be budgeting so that, even though you're going to go through the cycles, but you have to plan, you have to budget in such a way that you're able to sail through those lean months, lean times, and be able to come out as a winner. So that was a big learning curve. And until this day, that is a serious challenge.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
It's a real part of running a business.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though the benefits are obviously students, right? And they love your stuff. There's always exam season and breaks. And also during COVID, I want to ask you about COVID because this must have been a hard time.
So during the COVID, I mean, that was I guess, I'm not alone in this thing. Everybody faced some challenges one way or the other. Our challenge was that our family was dependent on this business, and then the university was shut down, And then, so during that shutdown, I was always coming to check up on all the coolers and all the machinery and everything. So when I was coming there, there were like 25, 30 people, those who were here. I ran into them. They said, we are here regardless. And university was basically locked down, right? And then 1 year went by, and it seemed like there was no end in sight. And then those 25, 30 people, they motivated me that if I would start, they would support me. And then me and my wife, we opened up with the blessing from campus. And the management was very receptive of that, and they really helped us out during that time. And we got started. And as we started, those people started supporting us. Some days we did only like $100 in sales, not even enough to pay the food cost. And then, but we kept going, and those people, one at a time, one person at a time, they started supporting us, and slowly and steadily that thing was fading, and then more and more people were coming to campus. And then, we rose through the ashes, right? I mean, it was a difficult time. But, we kept going, and also community was so helpful during that time. I mean, I cannot thank enough. There were people, those who came, like 3-4 times to support us because they knew we need the sales. So like everybody else, right, we were all in the same boat, right? So, and it is nobody's fault, right? And so, like I said, that, we got started, and there was nothing else was open here, and people came and they supported us. And then as things got better, our sales got better. And then, we called back our employee one at a time. And then, slowly as the sales got better, as more and more people started coming to the campus, and then, we were able to call back all our staff, and things started coming back to normal. And I mean, the effect of that thing is still here, because now it's a different landscape now. A lot of people, they work from home. A lot of students, they don't want to come to school to study. They got used to studying from home or whatever. So this thing is changing. This is not, of course, not good for business, but this is new world now. This is new world order. This is where everybody is going, right? And I hope this thing changes, but it seems like that is something we're going to have to adjust.
Yes. That's a really good point that you brought up. When starting a business and running a business, when things like COVID happen, everything changes, right?
Yes.
Like you said, students prefer to stay at home, and people start to work online. So having to think about that stuff on top of all the other costs and whatever, it's something that I never thought about. So I'm glad that you brought that to light.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a big change, right? I mean, everybody has to think, like, for example, let's say if people are working from home maybe 3 days a week or 4 days a week or whatever, right? They're going to office only once a week. There is two sides to it. They're saving money. They don't have to, put a gas in their car or whatever, right? Or spend money for lunch or coffee or whatever, right? But there is a cost to it. Since now they are not traveling or not buying a lunch or not buying a coffee, so there is a cost to it, right? So that means those businesses are suffering. They're buying less gas or whatever, right? So there is I think we are going through a big adjustment period, right? And then is this adjustment temporary? Of course not. This is more like a new world order, like I said, right? So we all going to have to adjust. If we complain about it and not adjust, then nothing is going to change. The only change is that you have to change with the change. Change is the only constant.
Despite everything that happened, I think the most beautiful part is that you still kept your mission in mind.
Yes.
And that was to help the community.
Yes, yeah.
And I think that is the biggest help, the biggest motivator to keep your business running throughout everything that could go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being very blunt and honest about this thing that this community has given me so much support. And like I said in the beginning, that if you treat everyone the way you like to be treated, I cannot sell anything which I cannot eat, right? And then if you stay true to your mission, and you do your part, and the community does its part in return. So this has worked out perfectly for us every single day.
Yeah, and they were able to get back up on their feet, and
Yes.
it's still running
Yes.
greatly. Yes, and yeah, even on social media, I see all your posts, and
Yeah.
Mr. Parhar is very active on there making TikToks for everyone, and it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, thanks for sharing that. Let's go back to how you said it started as a family business. So one by one, you said you started recruiting more employees.
Yeah.
So how was that process like, and how did it become into what it is now? And you've expanded your menu, you've changed a lot of things. So could you give us a timeline of everything?
So what happened is that when we moved to this new location, then we had a little bit more room. We had a prep area, and then that's when we started offering, sandwiches, paninis, salads, butter chicken over rice, or with the naan, chana masala with rice or naan, right? And then we always started offering large variety of baked goods, and then our breakfast menu. All these things were possible because we had a little bit extra room, and the SFE manager was always very supportive of that, and then they listened to the ideas I had, and so without that we could not have done it, right? And but like after as COVID was fading, and then we have employees working from last 20 years, 20 years, 15 years. We have long-term employees. We have no new employees in a long time. So this is building a team, working towards the goal. So that is what has really worked out very, very well for us, right? Like for example, one of the girls, she works here and she opens the store every single day. When she joined, her daughter was like 2 years old, and then she went to school. She graduated after grade 12. She came to SFU to study, and she graduated from SFU. Then she worked for SFU for a while. This is a true success story, and
That's
she still
awesome.
works here.
That's awesome.
This is a real true success story.
It really is. Just that
Yeah.
impact. So let's fast forward to
Yeah.
today. So what does a typical day look like at Renaissance Cafe?
So I come around. It depends on the day, demand of the day, right? Like I sometime 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 6:30. I'm here no matter what, So typical day is coming around that time. So my most important challenge every single day is making sure that everything is set up right. If the start is good, finish is very easy. So my every single day thing is that I come every single day, no matter what, even if classes are there or not there, I'm here every single day. So my most important job is to make sure that everything is set right. So what if we had to produce X number of sandwiches? We have everything, all the ingredients for that. All the ordering is done properly. So this is just one example. We have so much food offering, so we have to make sure that that we have all the ingredients in stock, and we are set up for the day. And even if one item is screwed up for the day, then it sort of day goes not really smoothly. So it is very important. That's my biggest responsibility, to make sure that everything is right.
Yes, and you do have a pantry
Yeah.
right in front of the cafe too. So
Yes,
you're
yeah.
always in there making sure everything's good.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Yeah, so really busy already, and I respect that you come so early. And then I also see you greet your employees, say hi to them as they come in, greet the
Well,
students.
this is we all supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're all supposed to treat each and everybody with respect. We're all human beings, and we should all be doing this thing. So I'm not doing anybody any favor by doing this thing. So this is my responsibility,
Yes.
and so all I'm doing is discharging that.
I want to ask about your menu items. So, do you have a team, or is it all you and your wife that decides?
No, it is all teamwork.
Okay.
Yeah, I am just one small piece of the puzzle. Is the teamwork. Like we have two prep people, and they are prepping all the time, and then their sole job is to prep, and then we have a dedicated bakery person. All she does is the bakery, right? And then the like our prep persons, we monitor on a day-to-day basis what works, what doesn't work. And what works, you don't want to touch it, right? And then what doesn't work. For example, I'm just giving you one example. We were making like I said, we make all our baked goods in house, and one of the item we make is the Danish. So our strawberry Danish, they go very well. Blueberry Danish, they go really well. We were making a cranberry Danish. So they were not going really well. They were not selling that well. And one of the reason is that, the cranberries are a little bit sour, right? Not everybody likes it. And then we ran that for a bit, and then when we saw that they're not selling as much as the strawberry and the blueberry were selling. So then we were monitoring that as a team. We made a change. Now instead of making cranberry Danish, we are making kiwi Danish. And so it's our strawberries are fresh, our blueberries are fresh, our kiwis are fresh. It's a much better product, and there's a much better reception to that. So this is a continuous teamwork, continuous process. We keep monitoring what works, what doesn't work, and then we keep changing all the time. And then like I said, change is the only constant, right?
Change is the only constant. So that was your menu. I want to expand further onto this with more decision making and teamwork stuff. So when you guys decide on sales or promotions or discounts for exam season or holiday specials, what is the process behind that?
So the seasonal promotions, like right now we have an eggnog latte, gingerbread latte, and one of my favorite is white chocolate mocha with the another flavor. And so I really love those. And so this is what everybody keeps excited, and they keep coming back. And then also, you cannot have same thing every single day. Everybody, we all have favorites, but once in a while, you need that change, right? Like I said, peppermint white chocolate mocha is my favorite. It is the drink of this season, and then come January it disappears. And then we have for January we're gonna have a new promotion. And at that time is gonna be a sugar-free vanilla latte, for example, right? Everybody's done. They're a little bit too much eating during the December time. Everybody needs to smarten up. They need to get better. So it's like a skim milk, sugar-free vanilla latte for that time, right? And then come February, it's gonna be it's Valentine's Day, strawberry white chocolate mocha, raspberry white chocolate mocha, right? And so this keeps the blood going, right? You need to have all these changes coming, right? And then maybe we will have our favorite drink majority of the time, but a little bit change in that keeps going, right?
Yeah, change is the only constant.
Yeah, change is the only constant.
So we are going to now do some little rapid fire fun questions
Yeah.
for you. So my first question, I know you already kind of said this, but what is your all-time favorite drink? The ones that stay set on the menu, not the changing ones.
Yeah.
All-time favorite.
Well, my all-time favorite is I love the salted caramel latte is my all-time favorite drink. We always have that, and we, by the way, we make our own salted caramel sauce. And like I said, majority of the things we make it, right? And it is so good. I love
There you
that
go.
one. Yeah.
Guys, we recommend salted caramel latte. How about food items? So not drink, but from the kitchen.
From the I really love my paninis, and they're really really good, and they're done on a fresh focaccia bread, and I love my panini. Yes.
You're making me hungry. Yes. Okay, so get your paninis, everyone, as well.
And one more thing I love is my grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. There you go. Paninis and grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I also love your cookies, by the way.
Yeah,
I
know.
love your cookies.
Cookies are done. Like I said that they're baked every single day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's really really good. Wait until one day you try our Danish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a real cream cheese Danish,
Uh-huh.
done with the strawberry or kiwi or blueberries.
Right.
It's really really.
Oh my
good.
goodness, guys. Okay, I'll be trying that.
And the other item is our almond croissants.
Almond croissants.
Yeah.
Oh, I've tried like
Yeah.
almond croissants from different places, but I'm curious to see
Yeah.
how that will taste.
All the fillings and everything is
Yes.
done here.
Yes.
And one of the other item we have is the flat croissants.
Flat croissants as well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so in that flat croissant, white chocolate pistachio, ooh, my favorite.
Pistachio. Pistachio's in,
Yeah.
especially too, right?
Yeah.
How about the most popular menu item?
I think that the most popular item is our cookies and muffins are really, really,
Yeah.
we sell a lot of those, right?
Yes, when I used to eat lots of sugar back
Yeah.
then, I remember after every exam, I would always come to Renaissance and get myself a cookie. That was
Yeah.
my reward, and
Yeah.
it was always so delicious. Do you have a favorite memory?
Yeah, so what happened is that, going back long time ago when I was in maybe my second or third year, and over here, a friend of mine, Julie Sato, she was working here in advancement, and then she was always she was a one of my favorite friend, and she introduced me to the idea of starting an endowment fund at that time. At that time, you could start with 25,000, and then she said that I could be doing 5,000 every year, and then we would reach $25,000, and then one bursary could go out of that, and then that was my aha moment. That was the educational moment. She's the one who put me through that process. She showed me the light that this is possible to do it. To come up with $25,000 in one shot is not doable. But she showed me the path to reach that $25,000. And then, that is the favorite memory I have. And then, of course, now we have gone past that, and, we have grown, grown into that endowment fund. It is around $700,000 now. And, but the path she showed me, the light she showed me that how this can be done. It's not that you have to have that in one shot.
Yeah.
Over time, this happens. Over time, it's a snowball effect, right?
Definitely, yeah. And that's not a one night overnight
Yeah.
thing. I'm very happy for you. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
If you were to give any student, no matter where they are in life, or just anyone, one piece of advice if they want to start their own business, something you've learned from that.
So the most important thing in starting their own business is that, in my mind, there is 4 or 5 things to it. The number one thing is that you have to come up with your own idea, original idea, number one. You have to find a way to solve the problem. When I came to SFU, I saw the need. I saw the void that there is no good coffee shop here. Starbucks and Tim Hortons, they were not there. They just arrived just like few years ago. And so that was the opportunity. That was the problem which I wanted to solve. So anybody who wants to start the business, they need to find that problem and solve that problem. So that's number one. Number two, never forget, you treat everyone the way you like to be treated. You have to change with the time, and you have to be the change. And if you don't change with the time is going to change anyway, and you're going to be left behind. And then the you have to be really offering your product. You have to be offering what you say you're offering. You have to be really true to it to be successful in that business. Otherwise, you could be successful in short term, but not really in a long term. And then you have to have a goal. And you have to have a goal, and you have to work every single day towards that goal. You have to sleep with it, eat with it, breathe with it, and you cannot take a day off. Your mind cannot take a day off. You have to be working towards your goal every single day, every single minute, every single second. That's the recipe for success. You cannot take a day off. If somebody says that they're in their own business and they take Saturday and Sunday off, I'm sorry. That's not going to work. So this is what it takes to start your own business. The most important thing is that you have to have a goal, and you have to work towards your goal every single day. And you have to be honest about it. If there is anything less than perfect and you're accepting it, it's not going to work.
Thank you so much. Wow, I'm so moved by that. Wow. Yes, and I think it shows everything you just mentioned. You embody that, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think everyone at SFU can sense that. Every time they walk past Renaissance, I feel it. I feel the joy that comes through whatever is going on in there.
I mean, we are all here to solve a problem. Or you can say in a different way, we all have a purpose, right? We have to recognize why are we here on this earth? To make a difference. You're making a podcast, right?
Yes.
And there is a purpose behind it, right? Maybe you put on this earth for this purpose only, to motivate people, to more and more people to know what you're doing, and sending a message to them, and so that they take that message and make that change in their life. Like I said, and you said, change is the only constant. If we decide not to change, nothing is going to work. A change is going to happen no matter what, right? But we have to have goals. We have to be honest to that. We have to treat everyone the way we like to be treated. If the moment you treat somebody else any other way than you like to be treated, it's wrong. You're on a wrong path.
Thank you so much. We are going to wrap up the episode now. I feel like that went by so fast.
No, well, I mean, I want to wish everybody, good luck with their exams. And then, we are moving to the holiday season. And then, best of the season to everyone, and, enjoy and be happy and find more ways to be happy than not happy. That's because happiness is something which we control. A lot of things we cannot control, but happiness is something we control. We can be happy in any situation. It's us, we decide to be happy. So happy holidays, everyone. And anytime you get a chance, we really like to earn your support. And so please come and support us. And if there is any feedback, we really like to know. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you so much to
Okay.
Mr. Parhar and your wife for agreeing to be on my podcast.
Okay.
Very, very sweet people. And yeah, for the rest of you guys watching, if you go to SFU, please stop by Renaissance Cafe. Say hi to Mr. Parhar if he's there. He's very, very sweet. And yeah, I really hope you guys took something away from this episode. I know I did. I'll be thinking about this conversation for the next year or something, I think. I hope you guys are having an amazing December and stay warm, stay happy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Thank you. Happy holidays.